This small gadget is the micro USB cable tester, and as the name says, it is there to test micro USB cables, because here we have 4 different kinds of USB cables, but from the outside they look almost the same, so you can't identify them. And using this gadget we can see what's inside the cable and what it can be used for. And to use it, you just plug both sides of the cable in the tester, like so. And here we only have the power light which is on. So this cable can only be used to power USB devices. It cannot be used to transfer data. And let's have a look at the next cable. Up, one side, the other side. This cable has now the power light on and the battery charging light. So this cable can be used to charge battery operated devices. The main difference is that this cable will tell the device that it can use more than the 500 milliamps from the default USB port. Normally that's the task of the USB port, but sometimes it is built in the cable. So if you want to charge your phone, this is the right cable, because it also doesn't allow you to transfer data, so it prevents your device from being hacked. For example, if you put your phone to charge on a USB port which you don't really trust. Next cable. Up, both sides are plugged in. Now we have a data cable. This cable can be used to power devices and to transfer data. So if you want to transfer data to your phone, or if you want just to connect a device which supports data transfer, you can use this cable. And finally, let's have a look at the last cable. One side. The other side, we have power, data, and shield. Shield is a good indication of the quality. So if you see shield, it's probably a higher quality cable. It most certainly is a higher quality cable, and this can be used for even higher data transfer without any worries. This should be ideal, and actually normally all USB cables should have that, but that's not the case, and this is why I have the tester. And a last function I added is the last LED, the OTG, and this is meant for these small devices. So you just plug this adapter in, and it will tell this device supports, or this adapter can be used for on-the-go devices. This is meant for when you plug into the phone, and then it allows to plug normal USB devices to your phone, like so. And I've just added it because why not? But that's the micro USB cable tester. Now let's have a look at the different versions. This was the first version, and it's actually just a prototype. It still works quite well. This is using a large battery which is on the back side, and it used through-hole components, so it was not very manufacturer friendly. This is version 1. This is actually the first production version. You see everything is more compact, it uses a smaller battery, and all parts are surface mount devices. And it also works. The issue is that I made a small mistake, and these two LEDs, or these two silk screens, are mixed up. So I can't sell them. But if you meet me and act me friendly, I'll probably give you one for free. This is version 2, this is the current version, and actually you can always see the version on the back side. And if you scan the QR code, you'll land to the product page where you can find the manual and a lot of other details. This is the schematic of the device, and it is rather simple. It just tests if the wire within the cable are present. For example, here we have the battery, which provides power, and the power goes through the V-bus pin. Then through the wire of the cable, here it comes out and it goes through this LED, the power LED, and then back to ground. And if ground wire is connected and present, the ground wire and the signal is grounded and the power LED lights up. Almost the same happens for the data minus. Here we have VCC going to the data minus. If the wire is present, it goes through this data LED and then back to ground. So if this data minus wire is there, then the cable supports data transfer. And actually, it needs the data minus and the data plus line, but I can't test both cables because on battery charging cable, data minus and data plus is shorted within the plug. So the power goes to data minus and then directly out to data plus. And this lights up the battery charging LED. The on-the-go LED is very similar. We have power going directly to the LED and then to the ID pin. And if it's an on-the-go adapter, in the plug, this ID is connected to ground, so this OTG LED lights up. And finally for the shield, we have power going to V-bus. here through VBus, then to the shield LED, and then to the shield. And if the shield is present and connected on both sides of the cables, it is then grounded and the LED shield lights up. And because this is open source hardware, you can find all the schematics, all the board layout, all the source files, and more documentation on the website. And because I want to test the tester before I ship them out, I built this small aperture, which actually combines all the cable into one. And here we have all the LEDs, so this board is okay.